Bro, I'm in trouble for this.
This is Justin Golden, the father who always insisted it was an accident, that he never intended for a baby to be struck by a vehicle. But he will soon realize that no justification can erase what happened at the intersection that day. And as police begin piecing together witness statements, a question arises. Was it truly an accident or the result of a series of unforgivable choices?
Where did this happen?
This just happened right in the middle of the road. I can't call nobody.
The location and time are established. This occurred in Jacksonville, Florida. At this moment, the video shifts to the perspective of the responding officers. On January 25th, officers received a frantic call.
Oh my God, I ran up this baby. Jesus Christ.
The child is identified as Pablo Kai Golden, 8 months old. Officers secure the intersection. Visible injuries at the scene and the pacifier are pointed out again. One officer quietly says, "The situation does not look good." They've now arrived at the scene, and the situation here seems very chaotic. In those critical minutes, the fire department quickly implemented emergency measures to save 8-month-old Pablo Kai Golden. While the rescue team was working, an officer began questioning witnesses in an attempt to find out who had been driving the car.
Tag number to the police. It was a black car right here, but he said he gave the tag number and everything.
So the person who saw it,
yeah, he already left.
He gone.
Yes, sir.
You didn't see what happened?
No, sir.
Jameer 20, the baby's mother, was comforted and encouraged by those present while a police officer investigated the events. Perhaps this is when the adults realized something.
Where did this happen?
This just happened right in the middle of the road. I can't call nobody.
Were you walking or were you in the car?
I was walking that way.
With your baby?
No, he was supposed to be in the car.
Okay, I'm good.
As officers began speaking with witnesses, the rescue team's accounts all presented similar accounts of the incident. Another driver proactively followed the suspect's black GMC Terrain until it stopped at a nearby gas station. This driver immediately called 911, helping police quickly locate and apprehend the driver. Consistency across witnesses strengthens the reliability of the reconstruction. Investigators identify the driver as Justin Golden, age 20.
Can you guys send me to the station or send me home?
Not yet.
So I can't even go to the station yet?
Not yet.
Oh,
We got somebody gonna come here to talk to you.
my arms are really
I know it.
like,
I know it. We got some people coming here to talk to you.
do you know how long it's gonna be? I've
I don't know
getting told
exactly.
that since I came. I'm not trying to rush. I'm not rushing you guys.
No, I get that.
I
No.
just want to know.
I don't know exactly how long it's gonna be, but some detectives are coming.
So what?
Some detectives. All right. You know, I got here last, so I don't know. But I know they're coming. I talked to them on the phone.
You see, his questions focus solely on himself, not on the baby's condition, a detail that would later become central to the public reaction. Justin Golden is detained. Investigators first speak with Pablo's mother. Jameer recounted that they had spent a total of $41.95 and only had about $8 left. According to her, Justin wanted to use the money for personal purposes, which led to a disagreement between them. Not wanting things to escalate, Jameer chose to get out of the car. Shortly afterward, she agreed to cooperate with investigators and shared more details of what happened next.
So that's when I went to continue. So I said, you know what? I get out this car and start walking because I don't want to hear what you got to say.
Okay.
So then that's when he continued. You and your son can get out. I'm not taking my son anywhere because I don't want nothing crazy to happen to him or you do anything crazy to him. You know? So, you know, he just egging it on. I'm like, bro, he talk about what he said. He said you said you was gonna get out the car, but you're still sitting in here. I said, I'm not gonna get out the car because I don't know if you're gonna do something to my son. He said, you said you and your son can get out and walk. I said, I never said that. I never said that. He kept going ranting on, saying, yes, I did, yes, I did. And I said, no, I didn't even say nothing. I just politely got out the car at the stoplight. I politely got out the car. Politely get out the car. And I'm walking towards the sidewalk, and I hear the lady that's in the car that was behind us at the stop, like, oh my God, you just threw the baby out the car. So she say that, I hear my baby crying, and I hear him stop crying. Okay. Like in the midst of me turning around all this stuff, that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing him cry, and I just hear him stop, and I rush, because his car is coming, so I rushed to go get him. His stuff.
Okay. When you got out of the car, where was Pablo?
Where was Pablo? In the car seat.
In the car seat?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So was he ever strapped in? Okay. Did you take him out of the car seat at any point in time?
No.
Okay. So you never took him out of the car or put him in the...
No.
Okay. So he was still in there.
Yes, the lady that was with me, she can vouch that I literally got out of the car with nothing, just my phone.
The lack of safety precautions for the infant, coupled with a heated argument, created a risky environment that prompted the police to assess the situation.
So we actually had officers come out and respond. You talk, okay.
That's why I'm not staying with him no more. The last time the officers actually came in response, they almost shot him because he put a gun out on my sister. So I left. After that, we agreed, okay, you can still come over, you know, still see the kids. And like you said, it was, I'm just saying like you said, it was like it's not like a custody thing. We were just still seeing each other.
Okay.
Has he ever hurt the kids? Never touched them? Never said he wanted to touch them?
No, never say you harm them. Well, he'll say things.
Like what?
Like little stuff, like when people get on your nerves, like, oh, I'll pop this baby, or, you know, not no serious, oh, I'll throw him off the bridge, or I'll run him over. Or...
Next, she revealed a history of prior family violence reports. Police had previously intervened in cases involving Justin, including one involving a firearm incident. Investigators now examine whether loss of control, reckless behavior, or retaliation during conflict played a role, without asserting intent. Yet, little Pablo was rushed to the hospital in life-threatening condition, but tragically he did not survive despite emergency care. Authorities determined the incident was related to a traffic accident. Importantly, when Justin began speaking with the detectives, he was completely unaware of this outcome.
So I want to talk a little bit about what happened today. So walk me through what happened.
I'm gonna walk you through from when I first woke up. So, got up today, had ended up changing my sons. I had fed my sons or whatever. My baby mom, she ended up letting me know like they need some more diapers and wax and stuff like that. I had already knew that, but I wasn't going, you know what I'm saying, go get them. I was gonna order them. She ended up talking me into like going to get them. So we leave the house, we go get the diapers or whatever. After we get the diapers, she let me know like she hungry, she wanna go this place to get some food or whatever. I'm letting them know like I gotta put gas in the car before I do anything. Like even if you guys go look at the car right now, like it literally barely got gas in it because I had just put that gas that's in it. We ended up, you know what I'm saying, leaving from the Walmart. We still, you know what I'm saying, arguing or whatever, talking about it, discussing it, however you want to put it. She say, I'll just get out and leave. If you leave, make sure you take Pablo with you, because I ain't got time for you trying to, you know, get the laws involved and sound like I'm kidnapping him or whatever, because that's what she always threatens me with. So we at the light, she like being real animated, like doing like the most. She slapped me in my eye. I just look at her, she grabbed my son from the car seat, unstrapped him, whatever, and she just holding him. She said, I'll get out right now, I'll get out right now, I'll leave right now. So I'm just like, honestly, I'm gonna tell the truth. I was like, leave then, because I didn't think she'd do it. Yeah. I was like, get out and leave then. You ain't gonna do it like that. She gets out. So I'm like, bruh. I'm like, Shamir, bro, where you going? And she like, no, I'm gonna show you. And watch. She like, when the police come and get you, you gonna know just what happened. That's when I'm like, nah, bro. I was like, nah, bro, get your son, bro. I went to pulled off, went to the gate. Got gas. I had noticed a car. I noticed a car was like, it kept circling me, and it looked like she seemed to be on the phone. Like she kept circling me, so I'm just like, I'm not thinking too much of it, because in my eyes, I don't feel like I did nothing wrong. You feel me? Yeah. So I put the gas in the car. I pull out, and when I pull out, I see the officer. When I seen the officer, like she was making eye contact. So I make my turn. And I see her like do a U-turn and get right behind me. So I look, and I'm like, just pulled over, and I parked the car, and I looked out the window like to see where she coming like for me. And like I put my hands out the window, and she was like, yeah, just leave your hands where I can see them, this, that, and the third. But she said, go ahead and turn the car off for me. And I started, and when she put the cuffs on me, I started to ask her, I was like, can I please explain, like, can you know what I'm saying, tell me what I'm getting cuffed for, like that? She was like, I'm not getting arrested. I'm just being detained for right now. But it
Okay.
was still scaring me because, like,
Yeah.
at least tell me, like, you know, like, what's going, like, what I'm getting detained for. That's all I wanted. Like,
Okay.
she grabs the baby from the car seat, unstraps him. She starts yelling at me, you know, all in my face, being animated, like I said before. She slaps me in my eye.
Okay.
Then she gets out of the car and she puts the baby down. And she said, all right, watch. When the police comes and get you, you'll know why they came.
Okay. So hold on real quick. So she's the one. So she turns around, unbuckles Pablo. Okay, right? Okay. So she unbuckles him. She pulls him out the seat. Okay. Where's she put him? Just on the passenger seat?
She has him.
Has him in her arm.
This is the crucial moment. The detectives ask Justin what he believes happened to Pablo, and shortly afterward they tell him something he didn't know.
To Mr. Pablo. Were you told anything about what happened to him?
No.
Like, do you know why we're here?
I swear to God, I don't. That's the whole time. I'm not trying to be funny or nothing like that. If you guys were to go back and look at those body cams, that's exactly what I'm asking them. I'm like, can I talk to somebody? Are y'all gonna send someone to talk to me? Like, I'm just sitting in the car, my arms hurt. Could y'all just take me to the station so I could talk to them? They were telling me, no, we gotta wait for them to come here to the scene. And eventually they told me, all right, we're gonna go to the station so you can do this. And it just had me confused and scared.
And you started to drive away. Unfortunately, you struck him with the car. Okay.
Bro, please don't tell me y'all what y'all finna tell me. I'm in trouble for that.
We don't know. That's why I want to talk with you.
Bro, please.
Okay.
Bro, no fool, bro. I know y'all could just go ahead and just tell me, bro.
Well, we have a lot of stuff that we need to talk about, and
Bro,
I know.
I'm
sorry that we had to tell you this.
Bro, I'm in trouble for this.
Well,
We're not talking about who's in trouble. We're trying to notify you that your son is dead, sir. And we're just trying to get all the details. That's where we're at right now.
Yeah.
Operation number one is, can we get details? Can we get a picture of what happened?
I'm gonna hurt myself,
Okay.
bro. Like, I'm letting you guys know
let's not
now,
talk that
bro.
way. Okay. So,
We're just
right.
trying to figure out what happened. That's step one.
I'm telling
Okay.
you guys, bro.
Okay, and you're
That's
doing
why
great. We appreciate it.
I wanted to
We're
get your
so
side of the
sorry.
story.
Like, bro, I know you want to get my side, but it's
Yeah.
like, can someone call my mom? Please, someone please call my mom. Please.
Justin's reaction is visceral.
I'm trying to calm down, bro.
Okay.
But it's one of those situations where God honest, like, bro, y'all gotta understand, bro. It's one of them situations, God honest truth. God can strike me right now. Like, I promise to God on everything I love. I know you guys don't care about me saying none of that. I know. But it's one of them situations. I wasn't trying to hurt anyone. I didn't even tell her to get out or force her to get out. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like it was no situation where, you know, I was trying to force a person to get away from me, or I was trying to get a kid out of my, you know what I'm saying, out of my reach because I'm annoyed at them, or because I don't want them around, or because I just simply don't like them or have hate for them. It wasn't that. I swear to God, like, I don't want nobody thinking like that's what happened. I don't want jury to judge whoever. I don't care who it is. I don't want that being on me because I know what happened. If I need a lie detector to just prove like it wasn't no intent to hurt no one, like it wasn't no intent to hurt him or her or anything like that, I'll do it. Whatever. Like, I promise to God it wasn't.
Take us through.
I'm trying, but it's just hard because y'all just told me, bro. Like,
do me a favor real quick. Take a deep breath.
That's the only son that had my last name, bro.
Yeah.
We're sorry.
I'm a father
very,
too, so I
very
couldn't
sorry.
imagine your pain right now.
Once again, Justin was only thinking of himself instead of his child. Afterward, he stayed alone and prayed continuously. Prayer is documented as behavior only. Investigators do not infer sincerity or deception from it. He paces, cries, and repeats that it wasn't intentional.
Bro, please, somebody, please. I just need somebody to hear me. I need somebody to hear me. Please.
He started showing signs of panic.
Please, bro, I'm not the dude to do that. That's not me. I'm not that type of person. I promise to God I'm not. Why can't you guys really realize? It was not on purpose. It was not intended. I didn't even know I hit him. I swear I didn't even know. How am I in trouble?
The officers went in and out several times trying to help, even giving Justin a blanket to keep him warm, but even so, he couldn't regain his composure. Then they were forced to tell him an even harder truth.
You are being arrested, okay? We're going to take you across the street right now, okay? All right, well, let's just get this over with, all right? We just got to walk you across the street.
Yeah, I'm going to jail.
What's that?
So I gotta go to jail.
Yes, sir. Today you do.
How can you look at me like, oh, how y'all say y'all gonna talk to me and then?
We did talk. We sat here and had a whole conversation with you, sir.
So y'all really feel like I'm wrong? I just want to know.
What's that?
I'm in the wrong?
Yeah, we think you committed the crimes we're arresting you for.
You guys, like, it's nothing I can do?
Not at this moment, no, sir. So you're gonna go across the street. You're gonna go to jail, okay?
There's nothing I can do, bro.
No.
How come, bro?
Because. All right, so we're
Can
gonna
you
walk
talk
across.
to me?
I am talking to you. We talked for a good long time,
So
sir.
we did, y'all left, and I was sitting in here alone, asking,
All right.
begging for someone to come back to talk to me.
Okay. We did talk for a long time, sir.
What did you want to say?
I just wanted to ask, like, what was I being arrested for, and how? And
Okay.
like,
So you're being arrested for aggravated manslaughter of a child, and then also vehicular homicide of a child.
even after I explained.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. So we're just gonna walk right across the street, okay?
There's no jail.
Justin Golden is charged. He initially pleads not guilty. Later, a plea agreement is reached. Vehicular serious criminal charge related to the incident is dropped. He pleads guilty to aggravated serious criminal charge related to the incident of a child and faces up to 30 years in prison. The plea resolves the criminal case without trial. Sentencing is pending at the time of the timeline's endpoint. If you or a loved one are struggling with raising a baby, whether it's financial, emotional, or relationship stress, you're not alone. There are always support groups and centers that can help mothers and babies, provide temporary care, offer psychological counseling, and find safer paths for the child. Seeking their help isn't about escaping, it's about doing the right thing. Thank you for following this story on Liu. We'll meet again tomorrow with another case. Before we close, please remember that this documentary addresses real events involving severe violence and the loss of a young life. All details presented are based on verified reports, court records, and publicly available footage. We have chosen to share this story with restraint and care, mindful of the trauma experienced by the family and community. The intent is to inform responsibly and encourage reflection, not to sensationalize tragedy or provoke outrage.